My wife changed the locks while I was away and texted, found someone better. Days later, she was calling desperately. Something felt off during our last video call. Vivian was in our living room, but the coral pillow she always kept on her side was replaced with one I'd never seen. After 8 years of marriage, you notice these things. When I mentioned it, she laughed it off. Needed a change. I was wrapping up a 2-week Seattle trip for a major project. Vivian's texts had become shorter, calls more rushed. 3 days before my return, I heard male laughter during our call. Just the TV, she said, but I'd installed our sound system myself. This was definitely someone's voice. Landing Thursday at 2 p.m., no response to my just landed text. Unusual. When my key wouldn't turn in the lock, I thought it was stuck. Took a solid minute to realize the lock was new. That's when her text came. I found someone better. Don't bother trying to come in. I've moved on. She was typing this while watching me through our security camera from my couch in my house. I took a breath and typed, "Are you sure about that?" Then walked away. No drama, no scene, just 3 dots appearing and disappearing as she tried to respond. My friend Damien quickly uncovered the truth. Vivian had been seeing Ezekiel, a client from her firm, for a month. Ezekiel had a history, always targeting married women on the verge of major career moves. 3 other women, 3 settlements in 2 years. While Vivian celebrated her upgrade, I logged into our shared cloud storage. She never changed passwords. Found photos of them in our house dating back 3 weeks, but she'd missed something crucial. A document from when I'd helped set up her investment portfolio. An agreement she'd clearly forgotten about. Her sister Sophia called crying. Ezekiel's done this before. He targets women like Vivian, uses their connections, then disappears. She sent screenshots. They weren't just planning an affair. They were discussing business opportunities using information I'd shared about my company's projects. I discovered Vivian had been making massive purchases. Art, designer furniture, a new car, all disguised as household expenses through her company account. The same account I'd helped establish, where I was still listed as financial advisor. I texted, "Just had an interesting chat with the board about those expense reports. The couch looks great, by the way." Her panic was immediate. "What are you talking about?" Oh, and Ezekiel's history with his previous companies was enlightening. 3 settlements in 2 years. Impressive. "Hunter, we need to talk." "We will, after my meeting with the ethics committee tomorrow." What she didn't know, when I'd helped her land her position 5 years ago, I'd invested heavily under a holding company name she never researched. She was so excited about the corner office, she signed where I pointed without reading details. The board meeting was beautiful. I placed my shareholder voting rights on the table. The chairman's face. "You're the silent partner of Morgan Holdings?" I nodded. "I'm concerned about recent decisions by certain executives." Word reached Vivian that her silent partner, owning 12% of the company, was her soon-to-be ex-husband. The messages flooded in. "How long have you owned shares? Why didn't you tell me? You're destroying everything I've worked for." "No," I replied. "You did that yourself." Meanwhile, Ezekiel had his own meeting with his previous company's legal team. They were very interested in confidential information that had mysteriously reached competitors, information matching his dinner dates with Vivian. The board offered Vivian a choice: resign quietly or face full investigation. Either way, stock options suspended. But here's the beautiful part. I'd been planning this for months. Every valuable piece of information I'd shared with Vivian about company projects, carefully planted misinformation. The real deals were hidden behind NDAs she never knew existed. Sophia walked into the boardroom with emails between Vivian and Ezekiel, discussing using my insider information to profit from a merger. The board's decision was unanimous. Termination, stock options voided, reputation destroyed. The partnership agreement had another clause. Ethical violations triggered review of all personal assets acquired during partnership. The house, loan I'd guaranteed. Her car, company lease I'd arranged. Designer wardrobe, company funds I'd helped her access, all gone. She was left with exactly what she'd brought to our marriage. Personal savings and student loans I'd stopped paying. That $12,000 designer couch she'd bought with merger funds to impress Ezekiel, it sits in my office now. The corner office that used to be hers. The merger went through. The real one, not the decoy they tried exploiting. Company value tripled overnight. Vivian watched from her parents' guest room. Her final text, "You planned this all along, didn't you?" Some questions don't need answers. The best revenge isn't destroying someone's world. It's letting them destroy it themselves while thinking they're winning. Sometimes the best things in life aren't free. They're paid for by someone else's mistakes.